But you think people got a brain in their head to come together and realize, listen, it's time to stop. Let me tell you something else. A lot of y'all finna be in the street. They finna take all y'all jobs. Warehousing jobs finna go. They finna kill a lot of your people. All they finna, listen, machines finna take your job. Trucking, 2024, you off the street. They delivering all these automated trucks, 2024. Most of y'all don't even know this, do you? These trucks done already ran 80 miles. Without any man driving. They just send a man in the seat, 80 miles. Once you take these truck drivers out the street, you know how many truck drivers there are in America? Do you know how many truck drivers around the world? Where y'all think these people gonna get jobs at? That's equivalent to what they were making as truck drivers. If you get rid of truck drivers, what you gonna do to warehouse workers? Let me tell you what they're doing. They got everybody sitting at home now, and we all been wondering how we gonna make it. This is why they're getting to push this. Because enough of us are at home, not paying attention. They don't realize they're already running this system to show the people, and they're pushing where the government is going to fund them. Listen, these people don't want to work. We don't have a choice, because some of these senators and Congress are going to be pushing, saying, you can't get rid of these people. Where are these people going to get jobs at? Okay. We look at the stores. We having the stuff on the shelf. They are purposely holding up these goods. The goods, they're holding them because they're pushing their agenda to get rid of people. These people so dumb. People so dumb. Why you think ain't no good? Why you think it is people working? I go to work every day. I don't know where these people get this stuff. People are working. But they're pushing enough people out of the way to guess what they're going to look at? They're going to push it on the machine. Teachers, listen, what y'all think the purpose for? Listen, online. Why I got to have a teacher online? I got a system that can do it themselves. You can't. Can y'all fail these kids? Let me see. I need a teacher. I have a school teacher. I want to put the man. Do you know some school teacher, or you a school teacher? So why do I need a teacher if I can't fail the kids? All I need to do is let the system do what it's doing. I'm finna phase them out, and I'm gonna show you how to phase. Because I keep bringing up the COVID. I keep showing them. Well, listen, it's too inconsistent. They come, the teacher's sick, the kid's sick. We just need to leave them at home. They said, well, they teach them. We can just set up and let the system do it. We can do the curriculum on the computer, and the computer do all the work. These bastards are going to get rid of people. Y'all see it? All the people, listen, y'all think they're going to keep holding all these people in jail? These people are going to be target practice. They're going to get rid of us. I don't know why mankind don't look at, we got to get together and fix the problem. We ain't got no time. White folks ain't got time to hate black folks. Black folks ain't got time to hate white folks. Asian folks ain't got time to hate Japanese. Japanese ain't got no, and we ain't got time. These bastards finna kill all of us. We gotta end it. It's just let it go. We gotta fix, because you know the people we fight and argue with ain't the person who shot nobody. Get me two black white with this who actually seen them kill somebody. Get to them, two whites, a white and a black one, and let them who got it say, what you seen the other one do? I just know them. I just know they kind. They don't put something in your mouth. Yeah, there are some whites that are bad, just like there are blacks bad and Asian, but most of us ain't seen them. Because you saw it, you'd have done something about it then. So now, what we do is create that phobia about each other. And while we creating that phobia and fighting and killing, guess what they're doing? They implement a system on us. When they unleash that system, come tell you, people, y'all need to go back to work. Y'all see what these people doing. They want you gone. They want work from home. How do you think they're going to work? Man, my judge just let me work from home. You think I built this big old building for you to work from home? I got this debt. I have a bank payment. $150 million for this building. I got equipment, all the rent. Work from home, offices, all that phone. What is all that? So why am I paying all this and you at home? We use your phone at home. Because I ain't finna to get rid of all of y'all. Y'all gonna see it? Y'all better come on, listen, y'all better come on and get with me, folks. It's time for the people to stand on. It's time for the people to run it. We need real people that care about everybody. All you gotta do is care about yourself. What I want for me, I want for everybody else. I don't want about to F with me and my family. Guess what? I don't want about to F with you and yours. I want me and my family to eat and have a roof over my head. I want you and your family to have one too. Tell me what's wrong with it. Well, no, just let my family have one. What do you think it's going to create for society? Now you're going to make everybody kill and fight each other for goods. Versus you make goods available and you educate people and you give people the opportunity to earn. They took that away from you. See, that's how you kill out a wild animal. You put him in a zoo and you wait for him to feed. You know what? Feeding time. You know when the animal know it's feeding time? Whenever I effing feel like it. When I catch a predator, prey walk around, it's time to eat. I run up on a kill and another prey on it, another predator on it. I say, you can give it up, split it, or we'll fight to the death. That's the system. That's how he survives. You survive by your working, by your skills that you set from going to college or went high school, however you got it. Somebody taught it to you, and that's how you earn your monies. They took that from you. Now they fed you. You don't know when feeding time is. I tell you now, you know what most of these niggas went on? Taxes. Taxes. I'm waiting to get my taxes. Nigga borrowing now. Can I get $100? Everyone don't pay back. When I get my taxes. I done borrowed from 400,000 people. How much money am I getting for taxes? These niggas need to make you put a notch in your forehead of how many people you done got money from your taxes. Did I say what year I was going to pay y'all my taxes? That's all they did, messed them up. They don't realize, they done dumbed us down. Y'all ain't got to listen. Let me look like I'm the fool, but I'm telling y'all, they're getting rid of everybody. Police, they're going to get everybody done. How you tell these people you don't let police go? It's mass crimes out here. You're getting rid of EMS workers. Because you're finna get rid of these people, everybody finna go up on the machine. Yeah. These white folks finna be protected. Y'all ain't gonna be able to get to them. Them bastards finna have a robot. When they get you out of that metaverse, you'll see where you're gonna be at. Man, you go in the metaverse and touch somebody's booty, and you sitting in real prison for some metaverse sake. They done got you for a metaverse rape. Do you know how sick you gonna look? You had binocular sex? You done. Then they gonna hit you on, did you take your COVID test? Now we got another crime in the metaverse. All right, y'all see that? Y'all see this? Listen, Tom Cruise tried to show y'all that movie, Minority Report. You see that? Get y'all on the thought. They already been working. Y'all listen. Do y'all not know they're actually working on that? These people finna be able to project when you're gonna commit a crime. Every time they show y'all something on TV, because they actually working on it. They introduce it to you in a movie and let you think it's a game. This is one thing white people y'all don't realize. When I say the system, when I'm talking, not era, they want you to know. Yep. They ain't doing it, they don't want you to know. They're doing it, it ain't no fun if you don't know. They want somebody to say, I tried to tell y'all, to show you stupid. Show you too dumb to get up on your feet and stand together, white, black, Asian, everybody. Let's just kill the nonsense with each other. Just need to stop it. Just need to stop it, because they're killing all us. All us dying. Police dying, niggas dying, white folk dying, everybody. All of us, ain't nobody living. We all dying. Then you have a disease that's rampant through him. We really got time to fight each other. The Russian, the Ukraine, same people. All these folks, just stop it. Stop it. Let me hold that bomb. I'll stop all that now. If you smell, we'll stop all that. Done. I mean, we done. That's the end of that. He said F you. I said, he ain't going to be saying it much longer. Boom! That's the end of that. That's it. He hit all that. So who next? They be like, I like you. I said, I thought you would. You got to make people love you. That's how we got to make people start loving you. It got to be a law. Stop it. You love them people. No, love. Pow! Blow you out the way. We can do it, make folk. We got to make folk love each other. Treat each other right. All you got to do is respect people, not to leave them alone. Why we can't live in the world like that? Just hate them so bad. Well, you know what? I don't even want to mess with you. I just want to stay to myself. Hey, that's your right. You want to stay to yourself. But you ain't got no right to infringe on nobody else's right to live. Now, homosexuality, we ain't going to let that go. That's not your right. If you want to make peanut butter in somebody's booty, you do it somewhere where we can't smell it, and we can't see it, and we can't sell it. That's how it got to be. That's it. Oprah, I'll lock up, she smiled. I said, let that lizard slide between your teeth one time. I'm going to beat you in the head with that blood. I need to be the police to kill Oprah. I'll pull over. Smile one time. I'll knock all your teeth out. Y'all know how many women should have done damage too? It's a lot of women sitting at home feeding when she come on. They gonna change the channel. I gotta go down, got quiet, and then got pissed off by the Oprah thing. And I with Smith, he said something about Oprah. Isn't that right? But she done lit Gail up so much, Gail over there, good morning, America. Good morning. So you got to ask her, how was her night? Let me come on and get on y'all out of the way. All right, we're going to get ready so we sound a Kato Sarah. So we can try to get out of here since I got a crowd. Well, I tell you, boy, get a crowd now, boy. Whew. You get you 15, 20 people, boy, you got a mega church. I'm telling you, these folks ain't finna keep going to no church. These folks scared. Man, got one case of somebody getting killed by Omicron. That's because they walked down the street and then look, the light was green. They're going to charge you the Omicron. All right, we're going to get ready so we can sound the Katos Ross. You all right, Humpback? He had a lot of questions earlier. He was just walking. He said, I got one question. I was walking. I walked out the office. I had to go. He met me at the table. He said, one question. I said, that's two. Now, I went to Beareth. He had another question. He said, I got one more. I said, ain't you got Omicron or something that you not try to go and get here? I said, you got a lot. I thought you got a lot of questions. Man, he was just shooting, just coming with it. I said, that's a lot of questions for one question. So I just suggested, if I may, do you have Omicron? Would you like to have it? Also, Chris come along. They said, I think he said he got one more egg to hatch behind his eye. And he'll be full. Yeah, he'll be full of. Now, this is reported by Dr. Hayward. Now, I'm not a physician. Dr. Hayward, is Chris through with his Omicron? Where is he at? On a scale of 1, where is he at? Medium, light? Full blown. Y'all heard it for yourself. Dr. Hayward say full blown. Can you detect if a person full blown? How, if you don't mind, Dr. Hayward, how do you know when you test? How is it that you're able to detect? What kind of test do you use? The PSCR test, the SAR test? What test you use to know they're full blown? You do what? He said, look right in the eye. You know what? It's niggas in here screeching right now to mine. Yeah, he can tell from looking in your eye. You'll tell who else start bumping in the wall tonight. He said, hold on. Hold on, well, hold on. What? Right here. What's wrong with that guy? Full blown. You looked at his eyes. He said, yeah, full blown. Hayward, he see Hayward, that type. Y'all stay away from Dr. Hayward now. He'll call him now. All right, we'll sign the Katos Sarah. All right. All right. Kudash Abba. Separated Father, I do again for all you've done and you grant unto us for this opportunity to be able to yakra upon your Shem, which is called upon your name, to be able to barak us and let your pioneer oil upon us, which is your face, lighten upon us. Let your pioneer, which is your presence, let it be our encampment and our protection, for we're yakra by your Shem, Yahuwah Elohim, through Yahushua, HaMashiach. Barak us and blot out all our kata and all that you recover, all of those that are gone astray and taken from us, especially our young adults and our benim, our children, before it's everlasting too late. Limit us that we might receive the Ruach HaKadosh. We allow that you will barak us, in which we ask that you would search us and see if there be any Rasha Darak, any evil ways. Cast it from us and lead us in the Arak everlasting, which is the way of life. Let the debar of our paw, let the meditation of our laws, which is of our hearts, be acceptable in your own. And as we prepare to move further, we palau, in which we ask that you take full control, that you get the tahalim, the praise, the kabod, the glory, and the kabod, the honor. Also ask you, baraka, those watching in, and those that had a lob to be here that could not make it because of pressing such and situation beyond their control, baraka, their lob's desire. In the Shem of Yahushua, HaMashiach, we palau. Let us all say, Amen. All right. Romans. That's how young people back. He gonna have so many answers. You got your answer today. You ready? Y'all had answers at home. Were they right answers? Yes. Oh shoot. Oh yeah. Who was checking y'all answers? Daddy. Your dad. You checked this answer. His answer right. How many? Oh goodness. That's tight. All right. Let's start Romans 15:4. Good to see us. John was holding it down for y'all, representing for the young people. Ain't that right? All right, listen. Oh, I'm sorry. He got to get set up. All right. Lee finna get set. I'm going to read this. I'll read it like Chris read it. Romans 15:4, read. For what's... what... before... to... so... Tigva. Did Chris read? Yeah, that's what Hayward said. I did that. Dr. Hayward said that's how he would read. All right, we got 15:4, so he getting set up for it. Romans 15:4.
Yes, sir.
All right, listen.
For whatsoever things Nikatab aforetime.
So whatever Nikatab, whatever was written before.
Nikatab for our learning.
Was written to show us.
That we, through endurance.
That going through without giving way.
And Nakum of the Kitabim.
And comfort of the writings.
Might have Tikva.
That's what we sound. Let's see, Oriah, they call it Luke. Chapter 24. See if about verse 24. Oriah. All right, listen.
And certain of them which were with us went to the Kabar and found it even so as the Nashim had said, but him they saw not.
Mm-hmm. So they're going over recalling what happened when they were talking to Yahushua, of which they didn't know who he was. All right, listen.
Then he said unto them,
Alas. Alas.
Alas. O Kasar Dad, and slow of log to among all that the Nabaim have spoken.
So he said to them, Alas. What do we say, Alas? What they put here? Hoya? Is that the word they put in for Alas? I'm sorry. Show it to us. Let's see. I can hear you. The ha, they put H-O-Y. He did the ha. Stop. Let me see what this again. Which makes sense. Ha. They called him fools, but he'd have told them to look, reveal, breath. So we know he'd have been telling them to look, because he's going to reveal something. Okay? Ha. Okay? Oh, yeah, they put Hoya. All right. Our last. You who lack knowledge. Y'all got it? And so you who lack knowledge, you need to look so something can be revealed to you in it. So if they didn't know, this is something we have to look at. At 20 in the 24th, you want to go back to the 24th verse though. What's important, their discussion was about them not believing or mourning that he had actually cum, as he had said it was going to be rise from the moot. So their conversation, when they went and they didn't find him, they assumed that things weren't as they had actually believed. Because they testified that they had hope, which I think they would use your call. I forgot what word they used in the new writings, but we use your call, was an expected way that it had been him. They had not only looked at him, that he was going to redeem Yasharal. They said they believed it was him that was going to redeem. Actually, had redeemed him, which was to make up for a bad aspect of something. So these people were looking. I think this is the difference, and we need to consider. When he came and counted them, these people were walking around and they were sad. They was mournful. They was mourning. Because not only because of the fact he had moot, but the very fact now he was missing. And they looked at everything that we had anticipated was him. This man was the sole source of fixing all our problems, okay? They looked at we're in a real terrible situation and we were counting on him. And now he doesn't exist, or he didn't cum, as he said, now we can't find him, then Everything else is just basically futile. It makes no sense at that point. Everything wasted. So now he's telling them, his response, he said to them, Allah, which is ha, which is look, something being revealed to you, you who lack knowledge. So a person that lack knowledge, a person lacking, they should be looking or seeking knowledge, right? Which by definition, correct knowledge is a range of information. You got a question?
This talk like this is a British thing.
They said, hold.
When they say, like she'll say, I was gonna do this, but Allah. Like it's like
Oh, she said, ha, Allah's.
yeah.
He said that Liz to talk like that. It's a British thing. They was under the Brits. They use Allah's, which that would be actually a product. The British would have got it from the Latins. No doubt this is Latin, because we do a New Testament, they'll say Greek, a lot of stuff is Latin. Isn't that right? Allah's like the Atlas. Who invented the Atlas? The Greeks. Okay, they saying Allah's. Which him for our right, he's saying ha. Basically, they would have been looking, because this is the problem. No, I was say problem. Dealing with different cultures look at what do we typically do. Just like you said, they say, oh, Allah's. That's not our culture, we don't say that. It was, oh, shoot. Or whatever we might say, or however, depend on the situation. But that's our culture and the way we speak. When you're dealing with the Abari and how we do prolonged form, Atkins, the final form of the ha, which is the ha. He put ho, o, wo. What are we looking at, Boston? Atkins too, prolonged form of this, who? This will be again? Akin. Yeah, I said that. I said Atkins, no dinner. Akin. You know I used to say that when me and my cousin would be out. Somebody said, I said, yeah, we akin. Ain't that right? One of you read it. Ain't that right? In the country, they call them kin. They'll call them kin. And I don't say, no, we ain't never say kin folks in the country. We used to just say you kin. The old folk, they'll tell you, all right, now y'all kin each other. They'll tell you, they'll say kin. They don't say related. And y'all, how many of y'all remember the old folk would say, they'll say, y'all kin. You be like, oh, they be trying to get you to get you like, I don't know that nigga ugly too. They say, y'all pray, y'all kin. Or y'all be fighting, y'all doing fighting, y'all kin. Yeah, I'm fighting because they ugly. I'm trying to help them out. Even if I don't win, them ugly folks strong. All right, so hoi. Hoi is what they're saying. Prolonged form of a kin. And what does a kin supposed to mean? 188? Say what? Okay. Oi, and this is supposed to be like the final form of the ha. Oi, lamentation. In the sense of crying out after. Okay. So they put the alas. So basically he was in the sense of crying out after. Okay. Let's say. You who lack knowledge and slow of law to amon and all that the Naba'im has spoken, because they were walking, so evidently they would have kept going. He was trying to cry out after them, trying to get them, so you lack knowledge. And it let them know what they're and they were slow of law to amon and all that the Naba'im have spoken. Let's see what he told them. Was it yours to say ought not?
Yes, sir.
And he said, was it not?
Mashiach, to have suffered,
necessary for the Mashiach to
have suffered these things.
And they said to bear all these things.
And to enter into his kabod.
He said, and to be brought into his kabod. So now that's important for us. In him bearing all things, it allowed him to be brought into his kabod. Y'all got it? There's a lot of things that we have to do in order to be brought into the knowledge of. There's a lot of things we got to do in order for us to be brought into the Malkuth Elohim. There are some things we have to fulfill. You know what I'm saying? So, and the reason why I looked at it's like you're saying, brought. In order for him to be put or allowed for that situation to happen or that encounter to happen, there are some things that had to be completed first. He had to bear all things. And this is important because we heard this in another writing. Hands. That's tight. That's probably immediate. All right, he finna beat y'all out. Y'all hear that? I know this is just a wild guess. Bear all things. Y'all ever heard that statement? Somebody got their hand up before I had to get a motorcycle, but I'm glad he wore a better jacket. What was that? Beaver pelt? That other, what kind of material that was? No, he got the answer. You know what answer it is? You're not looking up on your phone. That's gonna be real time. Oh, the book right now. Well, don't look up. All right, tell them what it is, Deval. That's right. So that makes sense. That's what Shaul told y'all in 1 Corinthians chapter 13. Now, check, it's echoing. I said 1 Corinthians 13. Someone said, yeah, 13. So Chris, your Omicron done leaked out on Dwight, and he done, Dwayne, and now he done got it. I mean, he full blown here. Oh, y'all had to go get it. Oh, they gonna need to see it. Probably 13, probably 5 or so. Say, that's not what's my long? Okay, I'm sorry. 4. That's fine. 4. 13, 4. It's on. I'm sorry. Oh, it is 3. I said hard. Does it put down? Ooh. Okay. No, 3. No,
7.
4, 7. All right, 7. I said 5, 4. Go to 7. If it read the same way, 7. Look what it do. He's talking about AHAB. Y'all see what he said it does? Look what he told it does.
Beareth all things.
That's how you be brought into your caboose. Look at what I said do.
Among all things. You call all things.
Well, here he put, is this similar to tikva?
Yeah. Yes, sir.
Tikva, all things.
Endureth all things.
So now you want to ask yourself something. For all of us in here. If AHAB, which is that affection that carry him, if it'll bear all things, so now we can understand how Yahushua was able to do what he did. We read that before a Christian. Charity is kind, charity do this, charity do that. He's talking about AHAB. Yahushua was AHAB. And then when you read it and you look at it, just to change up of, I guess I call it technicalities. Their words just technicalities, just holding us up. But just the fact he told you look at it from the end, that he said it suffer, but the fact that he actually carried that. We understand suffering. They both words that kind of relate each other, but he bared all things. And then you got to look at how he was able to do it. Because we'll ask ourselves, what you going to say? Of course he did. He Yahushua. No, it's because of what he had, what he possessed. Because it wouldn't make sense to tell you about this and then tell you about it if you can't have it. And he's the only one with it. He told you about it because this is what you need in order for you to be able to complete the job we're on. In order for us to be brought into our caboose, you got it? When we read, let's see. When it's incorruptible, when it's corruptible shall have put on incorruption. Y'all remember hands, what he said after that? He got his hand up. What is that? I know where it's at. I didn't know where it was. Go ahead. He right. He said, could you raise your hand up? So what now? He said, then shall be brought to pass the saying. So a reason why I quote that, because in order for you to be able to talk about how death was swallowed up into victory and different things, look what you had to do first complete. You had to first take off something and allow another situation to overtake in order to get you to that point. Because it said then be brought to pass this different saying. How death was swallowed up in victory. Oh death, where's thy sting? Oh grave, where's thy victory? And he told you what the sting of kata was moot. That's it. That's right. That's what it does. Because once you're bitten by kata, you're going to die. That's why we dying, okay? So he looked at it, but then he talked about, then he had it. That's why he had it. That's what they saw with him. They looked at sting, a moot. That's what they saw. Y'all got it. He got up, and the reason he got up was to show you that he had taken away the victory, took away that power, that authority from the cabal. When cabal gets you, you don't go nowhere. That's it. You stay there. You go look in the grave, you'll see folk been dead since the early 1900s. They ain't going nowhere. They're staying right there. That's how he designed it. So that was the purpose of him, and while we look at him with detachment, we have the connection, because we look at he defeated something that none of us were able to defeat. Yeah, fought Goliath. There's other people were great fighters. It was great Gui. Goyim nations have all been beaten. There's not one standing there that had you defeated somebody for you in order for you to have the reign or the run. Okay, so there have always been great empires. I don't know, people don't just look at just the Greeks. There have always been great empires. Okay, but you eventually get defeated. Ain't nobody defeated Moot but Yahushua. That's the biggest. That's the biggest kingdom, and that's out here. Ain't nobody beat yet. Ain't nobody ain't got nothing. And Yahuwah come back, he gonna defeat them. That's his job. That's why he gonna get us up. He brought us up. He told you I brought you up out of the land of Egypt. People inside of inside of the Kabbalah. He said, I'm gonna bring you out. That's the whole purpose. He's gonna defeat that one too. He told you his last enemy he gotta fight is Moot.
That's right.
So what are you gonna do about the people who Moot took? That's right. I gotta come back. I gotta come back and conquer them too. It's not just conquer these people. I gotta conquer Moot. There's people he gotta come back and get. That Moot in your call would expect the way who Moot in Tikva with a connection. He gotta come back and get those people. And we know he'll do it because he got up from Misraim. Yeah. After what? 430 years. People been dead for centuries. Yeah. Hey, I gotta get them people. I gotta go and defeat that Malkut too. I wasn't serving. This all he can do. Come on. If this all he can do, this ain't enough. Once I beat Corona, there are people that will never get Corona because of their system or because Yahuwah just designate that they won't get it. But they also won't get salvation. You know what I'm saying? If I'm saved, save me, won't get Corona. You don't get Corona, but you get hit by a car. What did you profit? You got shot by a stray bullet, but you never got Corona or Omicron. So there's other things we still got to see him defeat.
Yes, sir.
Y'all got it. That's what we waiting on. That's what we waiting on. When he said, you caused a call and told you, Ben Ish, Ben Adam, can these bones kai?
That's right.
That's another, nobody talking about, we ain't talking about, can I raise these people back up out of captivity? We saw this.
Yep.
What do you do about people that's been held down by the Kabbalah, by the grave?
Yes, sir.
That's what he let know. I stood them up on their feet. And I let him know, Ben Adam, the house of Yasharal are the same way. I can comb them up. So when he saw them, that's why he let them know, alive. Because he's looking at the fact that what? I'm crying out after you to let you know you lack knowledge. Most of us look at once we're dead. Well, they say, that's it, man. When you're dead, you're dead. Not for us. Let's fit at 1 Corinthians 6, he called it 15 and 55. Make it 54. Book right.
Yes, sir.
Now you know what we need to do? Get like the book. If the book right, get like the book. Y'all agree the book right? We ain't talking about the James pervert, the book right, the right is right. Mm-hmm. Well, let's get it right.
Yes,
Well, let's get it right. Right. Let's get Qatar. Not retard. Now somebody slobbing all over stuff. Stop it. Make it 15, make it 52. Let's see what's up. I'm trying to hold y'all on. What time is it? 8:15? 8:14. I remember I sent my watch to the shop. Them bastards put it on the right time. Boy, that makes me bad. I don't like no stuff. I don't like no stuff. I asked the man to fit my watch. I didn't ask him to change no time. I didn't need no time change. Fix the watch. I operate like that. Because it ain't got me back here. I don't need people time. I like staying ahead of them. I ain't gonna get no more watches either. Not till I get back where time supposed to be.
Yes, sir.
Some do like Daniel in the restaurant. See, they were refusing to conform to the people.
That's right.
No, they weren't conforming to their times. So how do these folks? These folks keep moving. They got all this conforming. That's why it's hard for us to really follow Yahuwah. Man, most of us, we on a New Year cycle with these people. They got to say, not in that time, Yahuwah broke us from that. Mm-hmm. I mean, let me say, for tax purposes and stuff, you got a business. Don't send your taxes in because you ain't here, you on something, you're going to wait till our New Year comes. You going to jail. Them folks got a tax deadline. Don't play with them people now. That business. I'm just telling you, don't make no fool. I said, go put that on Yahuwah now. Some stuff people do, don't put that on Yahuwah. That's on your stupidity. He ain't made us no fool now. You know, right. So let me see what I'm saying. I ain't no student on you obey Yahuwah, then you'll do what he said. You'll get at the Caesar with the Caesar. That all in. When Caesar come and ask me for heals, then I give it to him. Caesar ain't called me and told me nothing I got is heals. I ain't getting Caesar nothing, okay? So I'm gonna do what the man told me. I'm gonna run to Caesar with Caesar. Soon as Caesar get up and coon from the moot and tell me that's healed and can prove it and verify in the court of law and in the court of nigga, I bet you better not touch it. Then I give it to him. You got two laws out here. You got the court of law, you got that nigga I wish you would. Now that court right there serious. That court will get you hurt. You know, that get you killed. All right, this is 1552, 1 Corinthians. Listen.
In a moment.
In a moment.
In the twinkling of an oon.
In a wink of an oon. How, can y'all wink? Let me see you wink. That's how quick. You kind of hesitate a little because you was trying to do it that quick. You know when you sit in your eye blink, that quick. In one eye blink. Can you imagine somebody moving that fast? You sitting way off. That man is shot my in one eye blink. That man you gonna change that fast. And you know what he told her? He said, I come quick. You're like, man, that fast. You talking about that man blink and the man done already popped down here and things done changed. That man, but he told her that he said, behold, I come quickly. So how a man coming to blink, how you got time? No, you done got right. You blink. Hypothetically, he just blinked. I just came with Shamain and I came to reward you, Rosha. And he done repent. He tried to repent in that blink. I ain't got nothing to give him for no repentance. When I came, that's why I come so quick. I'm already on you. So if you weren't right before that, you done. Y'all understand how critical that is? You on him that quick, the man get here, you tell me, I'm finna try to repent. If he here, you done. Don't even try it. You know what he told him? He let it filter. It don't make sense. You can't change. He said, once the play in motion, you can't stop the play. That's quick. So he let us know in a moment, in a wink of an oon, as the
last shofar, for the shofar shall call, and the moot shall be coon, incorruptible, and we shall be changed.
That's what he said. They're gonna be raised imperishable. When something perishable, that means it can be destroyed. That's what you have. They have food. They'll tell you put up your food and your what? Perishable, because something can happen to it. He said they get up, they're gonna be imperishable. They ain't gonna die no more. Ain't no move. There's no way to do nothing. If it's imperishable, you can't do nothing with it after that point. See, that's actually the form we waiting on. For the one that can't, for I just want to be saved. You still dwelling in a situation that can be taken away from you. Still perishable. You're still in a straight state of destruction. This is what we're trying to get to. We're trying to get right here to the imperishable. But he got to get them out first. Y'all hear me? Sure. Let's see what they should tell them. He said, and we shall be changed. He let you know about them. And he told, because you're supposed to know the order. And we shall be changed. And in conjunction. And we came after them. See, why it's important for you to pay attention to this? Because you got to always remember your other writings, your Qatar. He clearly told you that the moot and all of him were going to be raised first, coon first. So it was important to make sure he didn't swap up and say something stupid like, for the shofar shall call sound, and we shall be changed, imperishable, shall be raised the dead. That's not, the order don't work. You know what he's saying? Well, I know what he was trying to say. I don't know what he's trying to say. I know what he said, and that's not what we've been taught. You got people trying to fix it right. He ain't never said down here to fix no right. What he said is what he said. That's how I know if he said them or not, if he said something different. And I went and I took that, just if I took it the way I just said it, you know what they're going to look at me and say? I marvel you so soon removed. How quick you sat there and let him get you out. I marvel. He even told me even if he did, he said even if he did came and said it different. He told, what I supposed to do to him? Let him be all off. Because that's not what he said. That's how, don't y'all know, Eric, that's why he was getting on them about you lack knowledge. Because when you have it, it makes you look at things to make sure everything is centered. It's got to be centered. It's based off of something. We have a foundation that we got to make sure he said that standard assure. So I got to check these guys and make sure they ain't saying something different. You know what y'all saying? I mean, it's just ring, whatever, let him handle it. If he got to handle everything, why he got us to check it? This is how you supposed to aman.
That's right.
As the Kitab have said. If he go and say something different, then I got to let him be Allah. You a curse. That's how important he don't want to know even him. Well, it can't be him because he the one told us about other people. And he very well letting you know he could swap up too. And if he do, he said, then let me be one. Then he let you know who I'm trying, then you judge who I'm trying to persuade. Anashim or Elohim. He said, now if I yet please Anashim, he said, I can't even be on the bar of Elohim. He ain't looking for nobody to please Anashim. You trying to please Anashim, you wouldn't teach this. You'll teach the Christian religion. You'll teach other things that's conducive that let people feel comfortable in their condition. See, everything that we teach and preach, you get to a point after the Kitab has hit you enough, you transform, okay? Everything the thing said cut me. Until what? I cut the behavior, I got away. It got to hit me. I was shacking up. Fornicate. Smoking and drinking. So everything here, that's this. Well, you be wanting to move on. It made you feel small and small. Yeah. It was meant to do that. It's meant to do what it said. That's how you know it's not trying to please Anashim. He said, I'm not trying to please you. I'm trying to please Elohim. And what please Elohim is that people know their condition. And why would he be telling people about their condition? Hands. Hands. You got the answer again? That don't tell man, come straight back in out the corona. He ain't have it, did he? See, I'm in crime ain't eating you up. He said, yes, I did. He shook his head. Which one is it? Can I say he had? He said, yes, I did have it. He said, Daddy just didn't know. No. He got your hand up again. Hold on. I said hand. I asked you, did you have your hand up? That's your hand up? Oh, good. So I'll make sure I look at it. Who had a hand up? You had a hand up there? My pastor over here. We got Cam again. But you had your hand up. Let's see. Who feel like they got the right answer? Let me say, who feel like they got the right answer? Who know they got the right answer? Body said, let me wait. Hold on. What your hand went up for now, Kerry? You didn't have your hand the first time. You got it now? What gave it away when I said who know they got it? He got it? Huh? He said he got the right answer. He know he got it. He said, okay, we'll see. How many of y'all want to try Kerry and see? But I said, you think, y'all want to try to see if he got it like he's saying? Y'all want to put it out there and give him a shot? Yes, sir. All right, come on, Kerry. Everything on the line. One time. The joint said one time. He said, just one time. They could mess up. Don't try to be talking all that math now like you. You do all the stuff. Y'all hear that foolishness. That's the game. Kerry tells her. So when I said it right, he gonna say, that's what I said. All right. Make sure we can hear it. Say it, we hear it. What?
He want to heal him. He want to heal the land. He want to heal him. That's what he told him.
Talking about that wrong answer he called. And I came in the spirit, he was wild enough. You ain't gonna say, he gonna holler. He said he chained up. He said I chained up. He done chained up. Boss, what answer you got? Hold on for a minute. Ariel, 4th chapter. Ariel, in the 16th when he went into the synagogue and he started to tell he came to heal the brokenhearted and do that. No, that's not what I want. We're not gonna tell y'all why, though, just so I know why. You could. Not sure. Kim, you done said so much stuff in that man. Karen point me told you, Karen, that's not the answer. I'm not changing nothing. I know the answer. That man said, I'm trying to tell us that man told you. You changing. Karen, how I'm changing? My answer the same answer. He didn't let me get mine out, though. He done had 3 answers in that math, and then I'm changing. Let's see what Humpback had for them. Here, right. That's what I have. 50:81. Cry loud, spare not. Lift up your voice. You're called like a Sefer, and show them. That's why you had to talk. That's why you got to tell them. That's why he's showing you couldn't be pleasing them. Who want to say it wrong? Hey, man, that don't match. Who want to hear that stuff? You in public. You like, why you ain't pulling me to the side of Tom? You like, oh, and them shoes don't. They don't go together either. Hold on. So naturally, you finna get up? Guys, guess what? I've offended you. That's what Yahushua did in the 6th chapter book of Yahushua. After he got through telling about the stuff, they eat his basalt and drink his dung. He said, does this also offend you? If I ask you if this also offends, what am I saying? I've been offending you. So this ain't the first time. So let me get, this also offends you too, right? Because he was saying this stuff in front of crowd. You know, they had to call that nigga a crowd pleaser. Nigga trying to crowd please, nigga. Why we said somebody call y'all that? Nigga trying to shut in front of the crowd, man. That's why they were ready to kill him, move. So that sound like I changed the answer. Kid, why are you moving slow, kid? Kid, go. You better say, no, that sound like the right kid, nigga. What is this for? What if you built the White House like we built the pyramid? What if they throw the pyramid? They man throw the pyramid on me. So again, we see the importance of the moot and imperishable, and we being changed. Okay, let's see the next one. Y'all are off the chain. All right, pay attention. Focus. Go ahead.
This corruptible must put on incorruption, and this mortal must put on immortality.
Hold on for a minute. For what is now that his end of perishability is put on imperishability, and what is now that his end of mortality is put on immortality. Okay? So even look at what is now that his end of mortality. So what is the end of mortality? Hold on, I won't know. What's the end of mortality? What y'all think it is? Death. Moot. That's mortality. Mortality is your living ability, and once you die, that's it. You don't have it anymore. Mortality. Let's look up what mortality is. But it makes sense. But look when you get it. Again, this brings you here. Like it talked about how him bearing brought him into his caboose. Mm-hmm. Well, your end of your mortality brings you into immortality. You can't get this while you still sustain this. Because you know what happens now? Now you caught with serving two Adons. He said you can't serve two. Why he told you that? So listen, when you put on immortality. After what? Came with you in the spirit for a short second. That man said after. I said when? Can I say? He said, I'm hoping he gonna go for the man's trick. But so we understand you can't put it on until you take something off. You got it, which is mortality. Now you put on immortality. You cannot put on incorruption if you're still in corruption, all right? Or in the corruptible. Got it? So we have to understand the states. These are different things. These are avenues, or let's say they're vessels used to get you to that point. Just like him bearing Qatar. He had to bear all things just so he could get his kabod. If kabod is what he was seeking, well, you got to do this. You got to do this. And you got to do this. So he never, but what allowed him to be able to do it? What possession did he have that allowed him to do it? Hands. That's tight. What possession he had that allowed him to do it? Let's see, hands. Go on. Jahid. If you wrong, Jahid, we're gonna slap you. How many of y'all about tired of this corona stuff? How many what if we could slap somebody and all of it just go away? How many? Jahid, we're gonna put it on you. Go ahead, let's see it. What answer you got? Here's exactly right. So guess what happened? I'm done. I'm gone. I can't do it no more. No, I'm saying why? Why am I getting why gone? No, because he make me say I'm mad with him. That's what. No, it's because I don't have a heart. Because I had a heart, what he said do? Y'all niggas ain't finna try to judge me, nigga. Where y'all at? Nigga, what y'all got? See, I'm not fighting for a defense. According to what we're reading, AHAB, Beareth, Tikva, see what I'm saying? Endureth. So what I need in order for me to endure? What I need for me to be able to bear? See what I'm saying? So I can be brought into my caboose. So the first thing we gotta start working on, first thing we look at is fear. What do we learn? Hands. Fear. What do we learn about fear? Hands. Right answer, wrong answer. Hand. I got the right one. You sure you got the right answer? What? You gonna hold it? Who got it? What do we learn about fear? No, that's the name. What's that? You hired?
No, you hide.
You hide? You do. I got to get my pastor out of the way. What we got, Cam?
Can't be made Tommy.
Can't be made Tommy. Good, wrong answer. Fear is the beginning of wisdom. That's the first thing in the way. He feel good. Look, Cam said, I told you I had answers. He said, he said, here to dad. I see him hit dad out. He said, no, Cam, no, Cam. Look at, he said, no, Cam, no, Cam. So now what we're looking at, but it's true, you can't be made perfect. But this is what we understand, because now we kind of, it's going to seem like, well, I'm confused. It's not confusing. I ain't saying you, because now it's like what you said, how did that work? The first thing we get, the fear for him. The fear that keeps us being made perfect. If I do what he tell me to do, how y'all gonna look at me? So you see, how I'm gonna be made Talmud when my word, what's my word now? I've been told something to do. This is for my tube. But now I'm more worried about. So guess what? This is going to keep me from being Talmud. So the fear we have to gain for Yahuwah first. When he spoke, when he gave them the commandment, that's what he put, fear. They needed fear. He said that's the beginning of it. Okay? So that's important for us to know this thing. Then after we get that understanding knowledge, guess what? That's what increased our AHAB about him. People just say, I just love him. Why? Because I just love him. This is really a dumb answer. It's dumb. When you ask him why he loved us or how he showed, because he just did. No, it's all written. We can prove it. Then it's expressive. He saw AHAB the rocks. He just did. That's how he rolled. Because he the kind of a God like that. That's not no answer. He had, his evident proof was what? Hand. Let me say he got it. Hands. LaCam got it. What was the evidence to prove that he so loved us? That's tight. You got the right answer? You sure you got it? You feel like it? What is it? Keep his command. We're talking about us, huh? What happened? Can I please repeat the question? One more time. All right. He so loved us. What was the proof? What did he have for evidence to show that he loved us? Which is a hard for us. My pastor said he got to come at this. And I'm trying to get the kids a chance, but all of him. He said they already supposed to know. My pastor, right? Come on, hit him, pastor.
He said the verse out today.
What else?
Because you said it's on his son. He said his son.
My pastor said, my pastor said, you know what it is. Man, I've been teaching you all this time. No, he said I sent it out today. That's right. Elohim saw AHAB the rocks that because you needed proof. Even with if a woman said that she was a virgin, quote unquote, Bethula, which means ripe for sex, okay? Ready for sex. So you had to have proof. See, everything he had was proof. In your book said prove all things. So why are we going around here, we just saying we love, because I just love him. Where your proof at? What you bear, what you endure, what you suffer. See, a lot of stuff that people say and do, they don't actually look at it to the degree of this. He showed the proof in it. They said, and because he bared all things, that's what brought him this. Because this is what we always use and people use. Well, that's different. He's the Son of God. That's different. That's Jesus. You know, everything is different. It's Jesus. It's different. That's Son of God. That's different because he wasn't a regular man. Why he wasn't a regular man? If he were born of a woman, how was he not a regular man? He was not a regular man. He was born from a woman. You see what I'm saying? Because we don't ever want to consider like that. That's too carnal. It's too basic. People don't want basic. If it's too basic, then they know they understand. Then you hold them and they're accountable for what they do. That's what people don't want. People don't want basic. Okay, let's go with the theory. Not regular man. Son, we know Elohim. We don't use God terminology, but just saying where we come from. We don't want to argue that point just looking at this. Let's go with that. So how am I going to follow a person like that who's not and has nothing in common with me? It wouldn't make sense. Truly, he's smarter than me. Because it wouldn't make sense. You giving me somebody that I could never measure up to. The only thing he did that we can do is he took what he said without faltering or wavering. Now, you can say, well, that's different because he came from there. He had to battle just like we do himself. Himself. This, you got to fight. This is always struggling to try to impede upon and cut across. You can have in your mind, today is the first day of my life. Today, go ahead and try it. Till that car cut in front of you. Till somebody piss you off at work. Because this going to fight. I can't let that go. I let this go, everybody in the world just going to walk in and step on your shoe. That's how we saying. If I let this go, man, everybody in this room be walking on my shoe. See, now, guess what? This is what we're going to use to justify the means of the behavior. Because this don't want to submit. So what did he do? He had enough AHAB for Elohim will. I can submit. He let her know, just like when they grabbed. He said, y'all don't think I can do something to get out of this? But my heart for his will is greater. I got to make sure the right is being fulfilled. Do y'all know we operated like that on a day-to-day basis, making sure that that will being fulfilled? Think about that. Before you do something, making sure his will be fulfilled. And the only way that happen is, let me see. I'm going to see who quoted. Don't look for it. 1 Thessalonians chapter 4, about verse 5 and 5. Who know what that says? You said who did what? What's it? All right, we got an idea. We gonna go with this idea? How many of y'all wanna try the idea? No. Well, you said that, I'm saying you got an idea. I said let's go see. You got to deal with eyes. Come on, let's see what your deal do. What you think of that? Not caught us unclean, but unto it's in that range. He is right. He is in that range. You just don't. You need to cut your range off because it's down. That's not there. Now we're gonna talk about, but this is the will of Elohim. Even your being Kodash, it says sanctification, and that every one of you ain't gonna believe what he said. Next word. Let me see the word. Should know. How you gonna know if you don't have knowledge? He said that every one of you should know how to possess his vessel in Kodash and in honor, not in the lust of, even as Gentile. Let's say this, let's be clear. You know how when we use Gentile, how we hear Gentile? White people. See, this is what bad, how they gave us stuff. We always associate, he was saying other nations. That's big. I want to just get rid of some of the, they really gave us this in a way to where black and white always gonna fight, even from a religious standpoint. This ain't a fight. This is just facts. He was talking about nations. The nations don't care. The nations do this. But for us, the whole thing for us, I served you. I completely came and cut you away from them. So there's no reason for you to still be. If you take and sever my arm from my shoulder, when I do this, don't you know this arm gonna still do this? Why I want it? It's servant. It's unattached. So this is what he's trying to say. I can't get how y'all doing the same stuff they doing. I served you. How much say? That's just my arm. I don't care with attached or not. It's always been like this. Do what the other one do. He said couldn't because I served you away. I served you. So there's no way. That's why he said you already. I don't know how. That's what they do. How do you do that? Because you've been served from them. You've been separated from them. So there's no reason for you to do what they do. Those are things we got to learn. So we understand that, then we understand the premise of how to be able to get, because I'm praying so much. I mean, just over time you did stuff, but then it takes you to put in time to just wait for it to come and say, here's understanding. Because you wait on something miraculously to come and happen, it don't happen. It's just like people fall in love with characters from movies because they watched them, they found similarities, they found commonalities, they found this an underdog. And I want the underdog, and I feel for the underdog. You know how the book tells us that we have not a Rosh Kohan that can't feel our infirmities. How many of y'all been guilty? You kind of connected with the character you watch. You understood the character, but that's not you. Some of us, you can understand and have a care for a character, and this character has nothing in common. It's just, I could, from that, I know how I would feel, and I feel a way for them. Guess what? He did better than that. How about if I came down and I took on that character? If you can connect with a character that's nothing like you, yet you can feel their infirmity. You can see somebody got shot, their son got killed, you can see them crying. You be like, man, I feel like, I know how they feel. How your son been shot or killed? No, but I can just, it's like you can connect. Showing you, you know what we do? We'll let Satan wrestle our mind down and feel like he don't know how we feel. But you connect with people from TV and movies, from books you read. Isn't that amazing how we do that? I got kind of, man, joker choke me up. Before I start crying, I can't, the nose gets stopped up. It's bad. When I can't breathe out my nose, I know they're finna. I said, man, I got caught up in this thing, boy. There's some character, but you be feeling for them. You be like, man, I want that thing to work out for them. Think about this. And it's funny. Somebody he made, somebody he's saying he AHAB that he showed evidence for. You don't think he can connect to us? We connect with, these ain't real people, these characters. And sometimes you'll think on that character in that situation. You don't think he's a cause? Our circumstances that happen that, we feel like shouldn't happen, but it plays a part in shaping us on who we are. Okay? Your struggles, your defeat, all that, it plays a part in shaping you on who you are. Because just like with him, a lot of things for him seem unnecessary. Why you think he told him to remove the cup? It don't seem necessary. But it played all the part of who he was. Some things we want to be removed, gone out of our life, how we say, wish did never happen. Would you be him? Would you be in the situation where you were desiring for change and not wanting that moot that's going to come? I'm talking about the eternal moot, alarm. So all our situations shaped us to get us, like he said, to bring us into that caboose. That makes sense. And he'll let us, as simply as watching a movie, and you find yourself crying or like that purple, what's not purple? That's strip club. Who? Color Purple, yeah, Color Purple. But I think about the Purple Onion. So that's for y'all time. He not from, what you know, hold on, nigga, what you know about Purple Onion? That nigga ain't from, he talking about that Purple Onion, that sub where you pull on the sound with him. Him. Yeah, I'm talking about boo. Look at that boo. Yeah, that's Color Purple. I mean, Purple Onion down here. He don't know nothing about that down here. He had to see it on a movie. You saw Color Purple? But just I seen that movie. I was trying to see the other movie. I was looking at Haywood out there. So now you think about it. That girl, when she came in and her daddy, and she came in that church and she heard them singing, and she stopped what she was doing and walked back. But that thing started touching me, boy. She changed that whole song like someone was speaking to her, they calling her to get there and hug her, man. I ain't never had no situation like that with my dad. Man, I cried, that girl hugged her, and she said, son of God's soul. That thing just, I don't know what. She said, see, son of God's soul. Why don't you tell me that? God, you got a soul. Oh! You connect. Because you know what? That's how you felt, but you don't know how to say it. So he'll let us have all these natural situations that we encounter to get you to, if you can feel compassion for somebody, he look at, you're not even the person you're supposed to be, yet you can have compassion for somebody else who don't even exist. This ain't even a real situation. And you can connect and say, I just feel for them. He said, why wouldn't you think that I can connect with you? Why wouldn't you think I don't feel for you? But the world and situation will make you feel like you out here by yourself. Don't nobody know how you feel. Don't nobody care about you. That's a lie. That's a lie. But that's part of what gets us off. If you rap, that's why I tell people, you can't just be by yourself because there's too many things your mind open to get into. You will. You get by yourself, you'll put, man, all of they say here now, Tommy, I can sing. This is something you concocting in your mind. But that's how Satan will work. He'll put now, let me be clear. I did not say you were Satan. Because somebody heard it. And I'm getting text messages now, emails. They coming. You said I'm Satan. I said, huh? Well, somebody here gonna shake my hand. How you doing? I'm trying to walk out there. What? So Satan, you said, I'm like, what? You just preached and said I was Satan is in my head. I didn't say, yes you did. Roll the tape, baby. What I'm saying that, how Satan will work is to implant and allow situations happen. When you by yourself, then you'll start to fester things and situations. And you'll get and find logical reasons for quitting and stopping. That's why you have to have a heart, because guess what you can do then? Bear all things, endure all things, among all things. Because if I got that type of thinking, it's going to impede on my amon. And how am I supposed to get the Ruach HaKodesh? By who? Obeying, amon on him as the Ketah. So if I allow situation to happen, then it's going to impede on me getting the Ruach HaKodesh. Because I'm going to be more concerned about what I'm allowing to happen and what I'm allowing to think to impede on what I need to be doing. That's what knock him y'all. Why he ain't come down? I'm doing the word. He said, I can't come down. Why should I leave it to come down to you? You know, sometimes you have to think about that. You're doing the work. You can't come down to everybody. I just try to kind of just want to explain myself. Some stuff you can't come down from. Because while you're doing that, you ain't working. You ain't working. You see what I'm saying? Look at that. In order to come down to you, I can't do what I'm doing here. And then who did this benefit? Well, knocking y'all said that. Who did it benefit? It's Yahushua. He took the same thing you'll take that we just quoted to build out, and that's what he used. Them people were talking to him. You know that, wasn't it? You didn't believe what they told. They told him to come down. But he told him he couldn't come down. And he said that he sent messengers. Malachi, more than him? More noble than him. Now, Pastor Dexter, one of your members have left your congregation to come to mine. And I was going to try to talk to him out. I was going to tell him, you know, let me tell you something. My cousin, my pastor, he was big on, he'd tell for folk come and like they open the door to church, folk want to join. Like he'd give them, shake their hand. He said, well, they said, I remember, he said, well, you a member? They said, I'm a member of such church. He said, he'd call the pastor and say, he said, go back to your church. He'll tell, yeah, he would. He told, he said, I don't do that. He said, I don't take money from another church. He said, you need to go back where you come from. He said, he'll tell him. My wife, when he tell him, so he'll call, listen. But, and mind you, we was a big church. So some of you up here, you don't jump down hall, grinning, skinny, ready to jump. That man tell you, and you call, he knew Jim. He's like, oh, he said, go back to your church. He said, I don't take money from another church. He said, you need to go back to your church. Go back. When I was gonna send him back. I said, you know what? Something come and send him. But then you answered that wrong. I said, I do take money. I just tell you our story. But no, what happened? He told him that he sent Malachi under them, saying that he couldn't come down. That's how we understood. Nakum Yah, those were his Malachi. How y'all think? When did Yahushua tell him he was doing a great work? Did y'all hear him ever say he was doing a great work up there? You know how you heard it? That's right. That's his Malachi. Nakum Yah told you that. See, that's what he told you. He said, I sent messages to you to tell you that. He didn't never tell you that. Somebody's going to be lying to him. Yeah, Malcolm, y'all told. He never told you. He said, I sent messages telling you that. That's how we knew why he didn't come down. He was doing a great work. He said, why should I leave? Why should the work cease? Why should I leave it to come? So, you know how many times me, all have been guilty of, or letting people pull us off. Letting people pull us off. Come down. Because you waste time with it. But you know, he looked at, I can't. Why should the work? He was looking, I'm working. And I'm going to come down and stop. I got to come all the way to deal with that with you. I'm doing a great work. It'll stop if I come down. And I'm going to leave it to come down to you. Just kept building. That's what he did. That's what we got to do. All of what I'm trying to tell you at the end of the day is getting ourselves in a situation where we stop letting things and people and situations get off the main thing. The man got us doing the work. He said, well, I ain't preaching. Ain't about being preacher. You know that man finally did get that wall built. How many of y'all didn't know that he built the wall? I'm talking about Nakum Yah. He did. He built the wall. He did. He said, so he did build a wall. And you ain't going to know why he said it. He said, because the arm had a mind to work. He said, so we built it. He said, because the arm, this ain't no job, no one man doing it. He said, the people had a mind to work. So when we keep everybody minded and when we all understand what we're doing, the better we are as a people. Y'all got it? That's two.